privilege and an honor introducing the guest speaker, JoGrace, the graceful communicator, has more than 33,000 hours of invested time speaking publicly to young adult students, lifelong learners, and late bloomers. Formerly a professor of aesthetics, she has garnered over 20 years of experience training professionals in personal and business development. JoGrace is an ordained minister, 15 years, and a certified master educator in spirituality and aesthetics, which is presently the title of one of her 3 books. But she would say of all of her accomplishments, the greatest would be having raised 3 daughters that exemplify grace and beauty. Today, as the COO of Crave the Spotlight, she assists speakers, teachers, authors, and business owners in developing their online video presence. And in addition to this, she also provides visionary wisdom and business coaching. As a speaker and educator, she is known for touching, moving, and inspiring her audience. And now, I present to you, sharing her message, graceful business sense. Let's give a hand to JoGrace.
We gotta do this right. We gotta do it right. You know, it's interesting to, Victor, can I get you one more thing? It's interesting to run a broadcasting company and be the speaker too. Because I'm actually working behind camera and in front of the camera right now. So if you see me moving some things, it's because I work for Crave the Spotlight. I'm excited tonight. I'm excited because I don't know if it's been 2 years, Elias, or 3 years that we met at Janice Jordan's network.
Oh yeah, it's been about 2.5 years, yeah.
This is so exciting for me because I traveled to Atlanta, left, came back, and I met Elias before I left for Atlanta. And we stayed connected even though I was in Atlanta. And here, we're still connected. That's genuine. Come on, give him a hand. That's genuine. In fact, I love him. No, seriously. We connected and we have effectively partnered ever since. Even when I wasn't here locally doing things, he was still locally doing what he was doing in the Bay. And so we talked and stayed connected, said, hey, when you come back, we're going to make some things happen. I said, when I get back, we're going to make some things happen. And so this is really exciting. I'm trying not to jump and shout because I don't know, did some of you see my excitement? Woo! Did you see my post? Did you see my post?
Yes.
That's my little Grace. That's my baby. That's my daughter.
Hey Joe, at 2 in the morning I'm up seeing your post, so that's awesome.
This man's on FB crack. This man is on FB crack. I've never seen anyone who is on every single post and comment. He is real. I'm like, what are you drinking?
Drugstore.
And he's like 500 and 700 clicks post. This man is serious about his business. I mean, when I say diligence, he has did his due diligence. So I'm here supporting him tonight. I didn't mind marketing him tonight. I didn't mind effectively partnering with him tonight. I invited people. I shared. And that's my message tonight. Effective partnering. Because you can't say that you're a partner with somebody if you don't support them.
That's right. Yeah.
And I hope you're here tonight because you're here to learn about how to effectively partner. Now, here's what's valuable about effectively partnering. It grows your business exponentially. And you get, I don't know about you, but that should be exciting because that means there's more dollars coming into your pocket. Now, what I want my cameraman to do, because the room has warmed up and more people have arrived, I thank you, those of you who pressed through the traffic. We had about 89 on the list, and so some people are still texting, still saying they're on their way. And they've listed that they're watching. We've got people from Panama, we got people from Texas, we got people from the UK. This dream is big. So don't think that you're just local in Sacramento. When you came up here and spoke about your business, this is why you really got to pay attention. This is live. This is not just Sacramento. We are global. This thing is bigger than just the two of us. It's bigger than just Elias. So when I say effective partnering, I'm saying you need to partner with people who are effective. And on that note, it's time for your notebooks. Real notebooks. If you don't have paper, borrow some. This is really important. You're going to learn something tonight. And there's a value in real notebooks. I know all y'all love those electronics, but I'm going to tell you there's something about why you should be writing. There is a message here, so don't just look at me. Get a piece of paper. Get a piece of paper. And I want to shout out to James Wade. Thank you for my book, Diamonds from Within. I have my book, and I want to thank him for my book he shared. If you didn't hear, that was Pamela. Pamela, stand up, Pamela. Pamela is from Young Living Oils. She is the one who introduced me. We have effectively partnered because she actually was a part of the CTS hard course for speakers. And it's been how long, Pamela? A few years or a couple of years? Well, she's known Victor a lot longer than she's known me. So she's effectively partnered with Victor for how long?
5, I think.
Okay,
Yep.
5 years.
Yes.
Okay, so 5 years, and guess where she's at? She's still working with us.
Yes.
Does that not say something about effective partnering? And she's going on the big stage. You know, the stage where there's 10,000 men and women present. Guess who's doing my introduction? Pamela. Why? Because she started from the beginning. We are going together. We are transporting the dream into the future together. So when I stand on the stage with 10,000, she stands on the stage with 10,000. Why? Because we shine brighter together. Can I get everybody to say that? Yes. Say, we shine brighter together. Don't you know if we were all in a cave, and only one of us had light, that all the people behind us would be stuck and wouldn't get through? But if we all had our lights shining, would we all not make it through the tunnel in the cave?
Yes.
Why? Because we were what? Together. We shine brighter together. And I haven't even opened up my notebook, y'all. I'm getting it. I'm still waiting for some of y'all to get your papers and your pens. I'm still waiting. See, I'm a teacher. What you don't know is I'm a teacher and I'm a watcher. I've done this for 20 years. Are you losing me? I gotta move.
Don't
So,
go too close to him.
I won't get close. I'll go
That's
this way. Hi, baby. Y'all don't understand. Stand up. This is a blessing. This is a blessing called effective partnering. She had a full day, right?
Oh, yes.
Full day. Tell them who you are and what you do.
All right.
Tell them
Hi.
real quick.
My name is Joanne Babiak. I'm an attorney and a mediator. I spent my day learning about restorative justice.
Powerful. And she did this today, and she made the trip well, she's from the Bay, though.
I'm from the Bay. I was in Solano County.
Wow.
And I made that drive.
Can you say effective partnering?
Effective partnering.
We shine brighter together. Yes, I love you. Thank you. Come on, baby. Come on. I'm waiting for the people to get their notebooks and stuff together. Come here. Come on. Because he's trying to film over there. We want to make sure. See, this is what I think, and I'm just going from my heart. I got my notebook on there, but I'm going from my heart right now. About effective partnering. This means it means a lot to me. I'm sorry, but there's nothing like when you're in business. Most of you are in business for yourselves, by yourselves. How many of you are in business and you're the sole whatever? Raise your hands again. How many of you are by yourself? You do not have a partner. Now, how many of you have maybe one other partner? Okay, but the majority, did you notice that the majority in here, it's single. We're running our businesses by ourselves. Are we not? Do you know how much stress that is? You've got to meet the payroll. The payroll has to be met. You know what the payroll is? Your family, your children, the SMUD bill, the PG&E bill, the mortgage, the rent. And that's why I'm going to talk about the disease of free. We're going to get free tonight. Businesses need to profit. You cannot always ask for free, but you can ask for an in-kind service, meaning that you pay for a portion, and because you have a shared value, there's an exchange. Are you listening? We have employees, and some of us who are incorporated. How many of you are incorporated? 1, 2, seriously, how many? 3, 4? So there's 4 actual. I'm talking about real. Right now we can Google you, and you're active. We can Google you, and you're active, and you're incorporated. Crave the Spotlight is an incorporated company. We are a corporation, which means that we will have employees on board that we are responsible, there's one right there standing on camera, to pay. We have to pay him whether we want to or not, because he's here serving and giving of his time. It would be wrong and thievery to ask him to work for free. So you have to work and operate in integrity. You have to have a business. And she's still standing here wondering why I haven't said anything about her, but it's about her.
She's craving the spotlight.
She's craving the spotlight.
What about Eddie?
She don't understand. You have to tell me if Eddie's ready.
Eddie's ready. He's been
Well,
ready.
you should have said Eddie's ready.
Eddie's ready, JoGrace.
Okay, so we have a special guest. We are broadcasting coming before that happens. This young lady came in, doesn't know me from Adam, and she has been a great support. Her and come here, come on, Janet. Come on, Janet. Come on. I just gotta give the loves and hugs where it's due. And one other one, but she's standing way back there at the back of the room. Wave your hands, Shinshiri.
Oh, yes. Please come here.
Effective partnering. Effective partnering. These women have supported me. They have effectively shared. They invited. And that's called effective partnering. We didn't have to know each other for a long time to effectively partner. But we made it happen tonight. Why? Because we shine how? Brighter together. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you. And we have a special guest. And because I'm here to show you my system and how it works. We have a live, are we ready? Eddie, I love you because you won't be able to hear me. I hope you're listening to me, but this is the man, 15 plus years. He has the U.S. Prayer Center, over 14 books written. He coaches and mentors speakers all over the world. Eddie, I love you. Bring it. You got 3 minutes.
You are actually seeing the power of the system JoGrace is referencing. This image is live to you coming from Houston, Texas.
Thank you, Eddie. And Eddie, you'll have to go look for Eddie Smith, and when you Google him or go on Facebook, all of his information is there. Powerful. I'm getting away from the speaker, so. And that's what happens when we have technology. Okay, so all the volumes have to be down. So we are streaming. Do we have panel already? Okay, so you may see us go in, and we've got someone coming in from Panama, and we really wish the audio would have worked on that. But next time, because I really wanted you to hear a little bit more about Eddie and what's going on. I'm going to open my notebook. Grab your notebooks and a pen. Let me tell you why it's so powerful for you to have a notebook and have a real notebook and a pen. There is something very valuable and something very magical about seeing your own handwriting. Did everybody catch that? Technology and these fancy computerized notebooks are not going to give you the value of reading your own handwriting. This is major. When you write down and you go back and read your journal, you are creating the vision. You are writing the vision and bringing clarity to the vision by writing it. And typically when you're in a meeting like this, most of you can't type fast enough to get everything that the speaker is saying, but you can write. And not only do you write, but you make little faces, and you make little signs and things, and you draw lines, and it becomes a graph. And you know what that does for the mind? It forces you to create. Tablets, electronics don't force you to create like your own natural writing forces you to create. You build the story. You write words that trigger. You want your vision clean and crisp. And let me tell you, the wisdom is in writing. Wisdom says, write. Anybody with me that knows that, what I'm about to say? Who knows wisdom that speaks about writing?
Write the vision and make it plain.
Come on, Michael Estes. Somebody that studied a little bit. Write the vision and make it what?
Plain.
It says write or inscribe. Inscribe it in tablets. Now let me explain to you how powerful this is and why I'm telling you to write. Now don't get me wrong, I'm going to talk about technology and electronics in a minute, because I have a company that's about electronics and technology, but you bring them in at the right time. If you do study on visuals, on language, centuries ago, they were drawing pictures and writing language that they knew would be transported. They may not know, but they may be visionaries, that their message would be transported into the future. That's, if those of you who know Create the Spotlight, it says that we're transporting the dream into the future. That's what we do at Create the Spotlight. How do we transport the dream into the future? By assisting you with your vision and putting it in video, because video captures it. See, you might be seeing me tonight, but those who are watching, hello, live streamers, those who are watching by live stream, this is going to be recorded, and it'll play again and again and again. And when the time comes, blessed it'll be 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, when I'm long gone, guess what in technology will still exist? They'll still see me. They'll still hear me. The message will still be transported. And if you look at Egyptians, they did hieroglyphics and pictures. If you look at the Mayans, if you look at every single culture, there was language that was written. And what are we seeing somebody tell me the name of the people who go back and dig up all the bones and stuff? Archaeologists, right? So we see them go back and study. And what are they finding? Messages, right? That were written. So they're transporting the vision into the future. What is it that you're dreaming of that you want to see? You've got to have clarity. You've got to be able to write it and be able to see it. And why is that so important? Because those who you effectively partner with need to be able to see it as well. If you don't have a clear vision, how are they going to run with it? If you don't have a clear vision, how can they share your vision with others? What's going to be translated from that person's mouth to the other person's ears if you have not shared your vision correctly? Are you listening to me? Are you hearing what I'm saying? How am I going to do business with you if I don't even understand your business? How she's going to share your business if she doesn't understand your business? So you have to write it out first so you have clarity so that you can effectively partner, but it begins with your own personal due diligence, making sure that the vision is clear. Now let's talk about effective partnering. Write this down. Customization, goal alignment, supportive environment. Did everybody write that down? Customization, goal alignment, supportive environment. So when you're thinking about effectively partnering, you have to make sure you have to customize it to work for your business. Look at their business, how their business can support what you do. Maybe they do something a little different. Goal alignment. Do they have the same cause, the same mission, the same heart, the same drive? And a supportive environment. G&A. Woo-hoo! What is this?
Supportive.
Is this a supportive environment?
Yes.
This is a supportive environment. So when you're a part of the supportive environment, and we need you to support. Now I'm going to say this, and he didn't ask me to say this. But when you have an opportunity to host an event for free, that doesn't mean it's free. Please hear me. This building is not free. The lights that are on are not free. So when he's asking you to pay for lunch, because I've come with my extra 20 in my pocket to pay for food, it's because we want to give back to the hotel so they'll keep allowing us to do this for what? For free. And guess what that does when you pay your $20 to eat? When you come to the G&A. You're sowing seed for what you're going to what? Receive. You are planting seed, and he didn't ask me this. I'm just speaking from the heart. How can a man be in agriculture and think he's going to have fruit grow in the garden or the trees to produce fruit if he doesn't sow seed? But everybody wants free. What is this disease of free? I call it a disorder. You know what the disorder is? PTR. Write PTR down. I'm going to tell you what PTR is. There's a disorder called PTR. You know what ADD is? And ADHD is? So y'all recognize that, right? But I say the disease of free, which we want to squash, PTR, it's called post-traumatic recession. Nobody gave me that. I ain't seen it nowhere. Straight from the heavens. Post-traumatic recession. Are we still streaming? Yeah. Okay, can you come turn some lights on over here? Because I'm half black on one side and white on the other. Hey!
You like
Just
Mike?
like my crowd in here, up in here, up in here. I got everybody up in here. And my brown down the middle. White, black, brown. We all shine brighter together. Yeah. Understand that. Isn't that how it works? That's true diversity. That's true marketing. Don't think you're going to market this. Now, let me tell you who my clients are. My clients are the color of the wind.
Yes.
That's my song, Pocahontas. See, I have children. Any of you seen Pocahontas? I've seen it thousands of times. I got 3 children. And they wanted to watch it over and over and over. And Captain Hook over and over. And not only did they watch it over and over, they knew all the words and would say the words over and over. And I would say, well, do y'all have to say the words over and over? But let me tell you what stuck with me about the color of the wind. It says, if you want to learn something new, you need to walk in another man's footsteps. It wasn't exactly like that, but that's the message. You want to know what you didn't know? You want to discover what you didn't, I want to say didn't knew, but that's not what it said, but they use the word new in the text, in the song. But if you want to know something that you didn't know, basically walk in another man's shoes. Walk in another man's footsteps and learn something. That's why I like the color of the wind. Because if we all looked at each other and loved each other as much as we love the wind, we could get past our own disorders, our own challenges. I want to stop there, and I want you guys to close your eyes and just take a breath right now. Take a breath. Do another one. Inhale and exhale. Not too fast, nice and slow. One more. That's breath. You know what we all have in common is breath? Have you ever thought about how far breath travels? Well, we hopefully not a smelly breath.
Just say it.
If your breath is smelly, we hope you brushed your teeth. And if you didn't, let me tell you, you should brush your teeth. How to brush your teeth? A little mouthwash first. Do not rinse. Then brush with toothpaste. And you do it twice a day. And you have an excellent mouth so that you can talk to people closely without running them away. Right. Especially when you're networking. Because see, I want to embrace you and get close and hug. Hi, back there. Mindset. Mints. Manners. That's Jane back there. She taught us that. That's awesome. So we do want an effective partner. We want to partner effectively. Let me give you some more things before I have to go. He's got the music. He's got the music. Y'all hear the music? That's the song. The color of the wind. I love that song. Now let me tell you what happens when this song plays. I am standing literally on the stage. There's 10,000 men and women listening. And I share my story. And there's live artists on the screen because we've streamed them in, playing this music. That's the power of technology. That's the power of vision. I get to speak it live and speak your visions lively so they can come forth. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo-hoo! Thank you. But I was speaking of how far breath travels, and I just want to say, because we're all part of each other. So if we effectively partner, then we should be supporting one another. Now keep in mind, you can't partner with everybody. Right. That's why it's called customization, goal alignment, and supportive environment. It's important. So, but do give back what's been given to you. This is what I found. It's interesting how the very people who you've given, and usually free, never give you the value back in return. No support, no sharing. And I watch people. I've been social networking before social networking online was even popular. I was social networking online. So it's been almost 10 years. I have observed what real social networking is all about. And that's why I don't have a bunch of numbers. You don't see high numbers on my page, personal page. My business page is business. But my personal page, I do what I call a roundup. Because you need people who are supportive and who are supporting your vision. So if you're giving back to them, they should be expressing and giving back. They may not share everything you do. Now, don't do that either. Don't think that every time you have an event, they're going to share every one of your events. That's not fair. But know that they should be giving something back in exchange. And that's when you know you're effective as a partner. So before I turn the floor back over, I think you were at me at the 30 mark? Or? 30. Okay, thank you. I'm going to close out in about 15. So this is what I'm encouraging you to do, to effectively partner. Write this down. In order to effectively partner, you need SMART conversations. Write that down in all caps, SMART, S-M-A-R-T. There's two things that I teach. I teach vision, and I teach a SMART course. In the Vision Quest session, I do only in groups of 6. I only have a limit of 12. 2 groups of 6, limit of 12 for the Vision Quest session. And then the SMART course are individual courses where they're classes where you can actually take. The Vision Quest sessions where there's only room for 12, those are usually like 150, but for GNA it's 75. And you have to talk to Victor about it. And the SMART course is only 30. So you have to get on the list if you want to be a part of that. But let me tell you about the SMART conversation. Why you want to have a SMART conversation. And I'm only going to give you the first part of my acronym. If you want the rest of the acronym, you're going to have to be a part of the Vision Quest session, or you're going to have to be a part of the SMART course class. I might give you 2 parts of the acronym. If you want to listen and see what a man is talking about that you should effectively partner with, you should have a SMART conversation with that person. Now, you guys say one-on-ones, but I'm taking your one-on-ones a little more, a little expounded, a little further. When you're doing your one-on-ones, you should be having a SMART conversation. The S represents significance. There should be some significance. And I don't have time to go into it, but I even go into the definitions of when you really break down what significance means. And the M is meaningful. Now, if you want the ART, which is the art of the conversation, did y'all catch that? Let me say that again, because some of y'all still sleeping. I just gave you the S, significant, and the M for meaningful. But if you want to know the art of conversation, you're going to have to be in a Vision Quest session, or you're going to be at a SMART course class to find out what the art of the conversation means. Because if you're in a SMART conversation, there are some things you're going to discover about that person that you're going to partner with or potentially partner with. Because you're looking for the potential in the conversation. If you want to know a lot about a man, you listen to his conversation. And if he's smart and a man of wisdom, he's listening to his own conversation. And that goes for women too. Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth. You could be squashing and killing your vision. Listen to the words that are coming out of your mouth, and listen to the words that are coming out of the mouth of the people who are around you. They could be squashing and killing your vision. Did you guys catch that? That's real important. There's some toxic people because they got PDR. What's PDR?
Post-traumatic recession.
Post-traumatic recession. We're not operating in that, y'all. That's not for us. We are businesses that are here to succeed and profit. When a business succeeds and profits, Do you know what they do with the excess? They create charities. They create foundations. So those of you who have nonprofits, guess what you're accountable for? Research. How do I know that? Because I am a certified trainer for you from UCLA. Yes, I am. Some of y'all didn't know that. UCLA, certified trainer for health and data research and how to get your funds, how to tap into stakeholders that are about your cause, and you're responsible. I've trained boards to help them learn how to collaborate with each other because you're responsible for doing the research so you can get the funds from companies who already made the excess. Don't get it from people who don't have money.
That's right. That's right.
Get it from the people who already have charitable donations for you.
Right.
There are monies that are set aside. All you need is a good grant writer. And there's money sitting right now for women in business. Big women in business. That's what we're changing our corporation around, making me the head. So we can tap into that.
Yes.
Development in youth and programs. So I just have to speak to the nonprofits. And I also want to make sure you know, if you want to know a little bit more about philanthropy, attend the leadership seminar November the 15th with Dr. Chinshuri.
Yes.
Learn a little bit more about philanthropy, if that's your heart. We all have a cause. So if you want to build, my thing is to build a successful company, a corporation, so that we have a charitable contribution. See, my dream, and I'm going to speak this right now because it touched my heart because I had someone I helped inbox me and tell me how excited and blessed she was that I had been a part of her life when none of her family believed in her. I didn't know who she was. I saw a woman sitting before me who needed help, and I opened up my checkbook. That's back when we were using checks. But guess what? The check was good. She had no idea how much I had written the check for. Here I was taking care of my business, working for a corporation that I was working for, and I saw a woman who had a story. It didn't matter to me. She connected with me. I knew she was in a change and in a need and in a transition, and nobody else believed it. I wrote the check, folded it up, put it in her hands, and said my goodbye. Hadn't seen her. I think we connected sometime here and there. But let me tell you how it comes back around to your life. Victor and I have been partners maybe 3 years. We met 3 years, almost our anniversary of meeting and effectively partnering. He attended an event. He happened to be talking and praises about this woman he met, and who's now his partner, JoGrace. This woman overhears him saying JoGrace. She said, "Did you say JoGrace?" She says, "She blessed my life." Now get this, he hadn't met this woman. I hadn't seen her in years. And this lady tells the testimony of where she was down and out and nobody believed. And I handed her a check. And she told, and I knew it was her because the exact amount that I had wrote on the check, she told him. He came back from that event and said, "I met a woman that told me she knows you." I hadn't shared the story with him because I'm not trying to get accolades. I didn't need to say, "Oh, look what I did, look what I did." It's not about that. And I'm saying this is because my cause and my heart is to create homes for women in transition. That's my heart. Women and children in transition. See, I'm a believer, if a man's hungry, feed him. I can't sit and walk into a place and see somebody hungry outside. I will go outside. Victor has been with me. "Excuse me, sir, are you hungry? Would you like something to eat?" And when I go order my food, I order their food and bring them their plate and go back in to eat. I'm not doing that for people just to look. He's hungry. How dare I feed myself and I got at least an extra $1 in my pocket and this person is hungry?
That's right.
We are all connected by breath. We are all connected by spirit. There's no way we should walk around and with clothes on and our homes and stuff and let people be hungry. So if you have an extra $1, don't Don't think about and worry about where they're going to do and what they're going to do. All this that they're going to smoke and drink it. It's interesting. I'll say this. I'm going to close. I'm giving it back over to Rick. But it's interesting because I'm a preacher, y'all. I get three closes, if you didn't know. You got to go to a black church to find that out. Because if you go to my brother from another mother, they're going to get you off the stage on time. You get one close and you walk. But in the black church, y'all want to come on and go, woo! I had my babies show up with me. This was so great. I come from a serious showing up preaching church. The audience packed with my babies. Now my babies are from another color, another mother. All my white babies in the audience, because that's where I taught. They in the audience. And everybody looked around and said, see all my babies? They're all looking around, where's your baby? Right here. These are my babies. I carry life for everyone. Not just some. Everyone. And anybody with a real womb knows that. And it has nothing to do with color. Nothing. And I didn't mean that to preach. But I was going to say something. Finalize what I was going to say. What was I telling you so I can go? What was I telling you so I can finish? That was just my heart. I just wanted to say my heart is for women. Okay? And my heart is for businesses to succeed. So you need a clear vision. So if you want to get on board and effectively partner with me, talk to Victor about the Vision Press session. Get it part of the Smart Course class. Say it, yes, baby.
Oh, you said it was 4 clothes.
Well, see, if I had an organ, see, I thought I was
bring
playing.
And to bring the offering basket around in a minute.
I'm real. But I was going to say something, but I'm just going to close, because come on up, Rick. Come on up. Come on up. See, Rick got to come. This is what we used to do in church. They come, when they come stand by you and pull your coattail. And I used to do this, see, because that was my job. And then I come stand by them like this, and I'm smiling. They knew that was time to go. So I just want to thank you and appreciate the G&A. I really do, with my heart. Thank you all for coming out and supporting tonight. I hope that there's some seeds that landed for you, and you can know this, because I'm not a prophet that lies. This man can tell you, Victor Irvin Jenkins, that I'm real. I'm genuine. Is this the Genuine Network?
Yes.
That's real. Thank you for allowing me to be real tonight, and I can tell you this. The seeds, if you receive them tonight, they will take and grow and manifest in your life. My baby over there, baby, girlfriend, Kit Cochran, lift your hands if I'm telling the truth. She was on a radio show with me. She'll tell you, I'm real about the seed. The seed may leave your hand, but it never leaves your life. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give them a clap for JoGrace!